Welcome back, adventurers, to the further adventures of Tsar Ívar, who is trying to unite all the Slavs. And for that he needs to conquer all the lands of the Slavs. And there are a few counties that are being held by Bavaria. So here we have the Count of Hallstatt and the Duke of Carinthia. You can probably guess who is who. And these two are our next targets. So let's get to it. So we have Hallstatt here, and we have Carinthia, which is like this long, elongated holding. We basically just need crunch from this person, but oh well. So we want to set our rally point somewhere close-ish. Let's go here. And we don't need all our armies because these people are pretty weak. So if we put another rally point there, then yeah, 4,000 levies is plenty. So Carinthia, Duke Vetko, Babenberg. So he's Orthodox actually, because they were under the Byzantines until very recently. We can actually check the title history, right? Installed by faction demand. Ah, yeah. But that is 12 years ago. You're part of the Despotate of Bavaria. That is what we should be looking at. Despot Justinus of Bavaria inherited it. Yeah, Vasilev's Trifon revoked it. And then it was inherited by this boy, but he only has a very small part of it. Where are you? I'm not seeing it. This. No, that is the whole title, but you're not holding it. Right? You're not holding it. Most of this is independent. Okay, never mind. So, you, war. Forced vassalization, that's what we're going for now. That's the easiest way to do this. And this one as well, Hallstatt. Declare war, forced vassalization. And then here we raise our local armies. Oh yeah, I did some, I had some prisoners that showed up, I could ransom them, so I did that. And we have, yeah, the enemy ally here. I could ask my Holy Order to help as well. Okay, let's try and meet them. Ah, it seems they are afraid. Battle of Grunge. Yes, we win. Great. Now let's send this army over there. They're sieging here. Let's fight them first. And Grunge. That's where we are. Okay, yeah, let's siege this down. Although I bet we are over the limit. No, we're under the supply limit. That's a surprise. Okay. Sviatoslava. Okay. Guardian can be assigned. Let's do that. Ah, and we need to do something in our court as well, before I forget. Princess Tundava, my daughter. Intrigue, education, yeah, that seems to be what you're good at. Czechoslovakian language, yes. Which reminds me, we need to do something about the culture as well. Educate the child. Find an intrigue character to do that for us. Yeah, I bet we have a lot of characters, and that's why it is lagging. Seriously lagging. Okay. Baldur or Frodi? Frodi, I guess. And there was another one here. Miloslava. Marshal or stewardship. Why don't you do stewardship? Language is not possible with you. You want to do stewardship. So Egmund. 3. Court. Yeah, we have a situation in our court. Getting ahead. A flock of robed women burst into my throne room, hectically searching the floor and uprooting everything from chairs to skirts in frantic search. Tsar Ívar, cries one, we are the followers of Vysheslav the Headless. A great holy man who was being decapitated as part of a prophecy Rod gave him at birth. As often happens with holy figures, his head started rolling away. We have been chasing it through the land and are certain it rolled up the hillock into your castle. What nonsense. You have my leave to search the castle. Let me join your search. I will not allow a cult to rummage through my court. That's what it is. Nonsense. Get out. How dare you? And we should probably hold court because it's been a while. So, sitting on my throne, I gesture for my guards to open the doors of the hall. A stream of people file in, some lining up in front of my throne, while others move out of the way so they can simply observe the proceedings. After several moments, all movement in the chamber has ceased. All faces turn towards mine expectantly. In front of me, I count 3 petitioners lined up in an orderly row, waiting for me to call on them. Who's first? Bedunius the Yamka steps forward solemnly. My lord, Slovianskan pilgrims flock to Holmgren's grand temple to be closer to Belobog. There is agreement that such an important temple should be wholly administered by Vesh rather than laymen. Pass this land to revoke Holmfrid's care for the good of the faith and the glory of Rod. Do the Great Chronicles require this, or... Yeah, do the Great Chronicles require this? And there is no religious requirement. We had this one before, right? A few years back. In a brief moment of silence, I see Grand Prince Karpa smiling with cold intent before realizing that it's his turn to speak. My liege, he says, giving him some precious time to finalize his thoughts before continuing. Smiles and laughter are a great indicator of a lively court. Thus, I have a suggestion for someone who would make a great jester to entertainers who could come to visit. My liege, if I may. Grand Princess Jofi speaks up from the sidelines. A jester will ruin the sophisticated air of this court and replace its refinement with crude infantile humor. I shall employ this jester of yours, that is a Mordvinko. He seems fine. It's perfect role for Grand Prince Karpa. If Grand Princess Jofi doesn't like to laugh, we should make her laughable. This is not a peasant's market. The jester has no place in my court. Or perhaps I'll look into it some other time. No, I'll employ this jester of yours. Why not? And there he is. Mayor Lech and Mayor Coleman march to my throne. Their discontent clear. Lech flares up. My lord, I seek the sensible peasant Alexandra as my woman. Her dancing is talked of all across the Rus. Alexandra, well, she is beautiful. Coleman cuts him off. I have long been negotiating with her family. This foul boar is a sad and jealous coveter. Shall we give her to Lech? To Coleman? Or take Alexandra as my woman? Dancer? I don't have time for this. You know what? If you're fighting over her, I'll take her. I'm fickle. So that's the way it goes. My business here is done. See you another day back in court. But right now we have a war to wage. Ah, they're running away too. Well, you shall not escape my wrath. You shall bend the knee. Okay, let's go here, I guess. Baron of Graz. That is the war target, right? Yeah, well, both of these counties. And then this one as well. Apparently. Or is that just because he holds all of them? That's why. And we have a diplomacy perk available. Great. Defensive negotiations. I think we'll go all the way to diplomat and then we'll go to learning. We're still young enough, right? 52. And we're a bleeder, so we need to be careful. Do we need all these? Extra alliance, fabricate claim. Well, that could be helpful. And max personal schemes +2. Yeah, no, I'm thinking we should go for Know Thyself and then maybe for some of the cultural fascination stuff. Actually. Yeah, so I think this is more important. Learning and development growth, most definitely. That's what we shall do. No, that's fine. I want to go back here. See what's happening here. And I've been overwhelmed by stress. A mental break, dark thoughts, guilt and shame have been plaguing me as of late. All of my sins, my flaws, my failings, these dark thoughts distract me from my responsibilities and keep me awake at night. I feel like I must do something to put an end to this mental anguish, but what could possibly help? I have done 52 years without this and now this is like plaguing me? Improvident means monthly income minus 15%. No, I must be strong and resist this. It's because my brother Sturla died. He drank himself to death. Yeah. Okay, let's do some stress relief then and call a hunt. Because I'm not leading the army, so I can go on a hunt while they die on the battlefield. As good rulers tend to do, apparently. Bounding through the farmlands, I'm gaining on the powerful boar I have been chasing for hours. Just as I prepare to strike, I hear my steward Grand Prince Vladislav cry out in pain. He has fallen, is now clutching at his leg. Move, I'm trained in medicine. Or there's no time to lose, the boar is escaping. No, I'm trained in medicine, I'll help him. The hunt is drawing to an end. We mount our horses to leave the farmlands behind as the light fades from the sky. In spite of our difficulties along the way, the hunt went very well. We return home reinvigorated. And I didn't lose too much stress. We now control Crunch. Great. Then you can go on to the capital there. And we should do the same here, I guess. Well, depending on how fast it goes. We would lose stress if we hold a feast. And we can hold mystical communion, but that's more for piety, right? Learning lifestyle experience, yeah. Divine the stars. We have never used this, have we? Try to make a decision. Is that because we're fickle? Well, let's leave it at this for now and then maybe have a feast after we finish our business here. So we're getting closer to our goal, right? Daughter learns 6 Slovene. Yes, are you in my court? No, you're not, so we can't tell you to learn another language. And there they come. Toil and hard work. Why do I get this message when I'm not even in that area or in any way involved with that? My son Zeslav has been impressed with one of the household champions for a very long time. After finally meeting him in person, he's been repeating the warrior's words to himself. Work hard and you can master anything. Indeed, hard work will bring him where he wants. Diligent, yes. I mean, it is stressful to be diligent, but it is righteous. Of course, we won this battle. Yeah, we are well prepared. Our armies are big enough. Lyava has been brave and given me a son. Eystein. Half done. There's a lot of non-Slavic names mixed in. Oleg. Do I have Oleg? I don't think so. The gift. King Vladislav has sent me a gift, a lavishly decorated box filled with gold. As I run my hands to the coins, I feel as if the room starts spinning around me and my breath grows short. This is my rival, King Vladislav. I know that, so why would I open this myself? Why don't I get a choice here? I'm not feeling well, so I will probably die. Yeah, I'm at death's doorstep. Okay. I'm at death's doorstep, my goodness. I wasn't expecting that so soon. It was going quite well. So I need to prepare for my succession before we do anything else. Now, my player heir at the moment is Lev, who still likes to see the bottom of a bottle. He's also a bleeder, so he is by no means the perfect heir. He is a good steward. I mean, that is decent, and he has a lovely wife, although she is paranoid and gives away too much money, but okay, as long as she doesn't have her fingers in the treasury, that should be okay. She does have some very good traits, though. And my grandson is a genius and has consecrated blood, but that's about it. Didn't inherit any of the other traits. I could assign another son. Right? I already pushed him into a holy order. And then we have the hunchback. I don't think so. Ruslan looks good. Apart from being deceitful, but alright. He is focused on intrigue. Then we have Vsevolod, who is focused on stewardship, but he got generous. That's not really good. And then we have Fyodor, who is a martial character. He's ambitious. I think maybe Fyodor is the one who should get the realm. He's not bad either. So Fyodor, 14 martial, 10 stewardship, 9 learning. Vseslav is 16 stewardship, 14 learning, but only 9 martial. Okay, give me a minute to decide and arrange things, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and I've decided that this boy, Vseslav, is going to be my heir. I've spent a good amount of prestige on making him so. And I believe he is one of the most promising of sons that I have. So that is what we are going with. And I hope you will agree. So he is focused on stewardship, and he also has good learning score, so that will help. Another thing we want to do before we lose all that lovely prestige is culture. I said we need to do that, right? We have 46% acceptance with the Czech culture, so I want to make a hybrid culture between the Czech and ours, and then officially have Czech-Slovene as our language and no longer Norse. We have a Slavic one. I wish we could choose one of the old East Slavic languages as our language, but that is no longer possible because we have East Slavic heritage, but we chose Norse. So the alternative is that we would choose one of the South Slavic ones, maybe Bulgarian, for example. I have Slavonic language. That is possible. Vlach is their own language, right? It's a Roman, a Latin language, Roman derived. Yeah, Romanic. Serbian is another one. Bosnian, Croatian, right? Bulgarian is probably the best because it's the Slavonic language, which is one of the oldest written Slavic languages. Possible, but they don't really have anything here that we want. Hill dwellers in 8 years, yes, okay. But Czech has this wonderful life is just a joke. Gregarious, content, cynical, and fickle traits give increased opinion towards characters of the same culture. Characters of this culture lose stress on receiving a declaration of war. So every time those pesky Northman armies decide to declare war on us, we will lose stress because it is just a joke when they do that. And characters take bolder actions, and it is harder to make them intimidated or terrified. So that all sounds quite nice and interesting. Industrious would be as well, but we already have that. And I wish I could keep castle keepers, but we can only choose 6 of the traditions. And I think we should keep culture blending. So horse lords, definitely we want to keep our horse archers. Tingmeat, we want to keep elective. Industrious for development growth is great. Ghoster warriors, because we want to keep our Varangian veterans. Although we could let this go, and then I think we still have them, but we can't make any new regiments. And the strong trait is more common, so that is good too. So yeah, I think this is it. Culture blending, Tingmeat, Horse Lords, Industrious, Coastal Warriors, and Life is just a joke. And we'll let go of performative honor, unfortunately. But we can only select 6. So aesthetics, I like the Norse one with the round shields. We're going for just Czech names, because I want to get rid of having to choose like Norse names or Khazar names that we won't choose anyway. Or Mestra, yeah. And so we're going with the Czech names. Well, architecture, we don't get a choice. And here, fashion and coat of arms, we can do both. It doesn't matter. That is fine. So in the pillars, I think bureaucratic to have more cultural fascination progress and development growth. That is very good. So we'll keep the East Slavic heritage, I think, and we'll choose Czech language and go for maybe martial custom equal, so that both men and women can be commanders and champions. I mean, we had shield maidens before, right? So now, instead of shield maidens, we can just open it up to everyone, I think. So this is what I think of going for. And then I've named it Czech-Rus, or we could call it like Pan-Slavic. But we might still want to form a hybrid with another culture down the road. And we can still choose, if we keep our East Slavic heritage, we can still choose West Slavic or South Slavic cultures to hybridize with in the future. We will discover these two Czech innovations, Arched Saddle, which gives us armored horsemen, but we don't need that, and household soldiers. We can have one more men-at-arms regiment. And the size is +3 as well, so we can have more men-at-arms. That is very nice. So let's do this. Czech-Rus or Slavic or something? Slavic, Czech-Rus. Czech-Rus, okay. Yeah, that's just temporarily. Czech-Rus hybridization, spurred on by positive relations and increased cultural exchange, the Czech and Khazaro-Rus peoples have grown increasingly close over the years. Now, individuals from these societies have begun to view themselves, not as one or the other, but as both, simultaneously, a new Czech-Rus culture. The Czech-Rus people have adopted an even mix of elements from both cultures, forming a true hybrid culture which seamlessly blends elements from both worlds together. With the Czech-Rus people now looking to me for guidance, as they have done for several years already, but okay, it is time to set the stage for our shared future to a new age, a new era, a new people. Okay, so yeah, so we have these are converted. These have not converted yet, and the Czech people also have not converted yet, but over time that will happen, I believe. And I see I forgot to turn off those things. The debug that I used to fix a few succession problems. Yeah, so we can even reform it apparently and exchange one of these, but we don't want that. We want to add to that, but we can't do that until later. We have battlements. We don't have burghs yet. That would help. We almost have horseshoes. Okay. And we will work on hereditary rule. We'll now get that in 12 years. And then we should probably work on manorialism. Royal prerogative? Maybe. There's a lot to do here cultural wise. Yeah. So, let us continue. Because we were in the middle of a war when we were poisoned, right? He can no longer... Yeah, okay. Let's see. What's in the name? Grilla looks up at me. Her face a picture of serenity. My love, perhaps we should name her Nana. After your fair acquaintance. Nana. How is she my acquaintance? Ah. Yeah. Somebody like... The mother of Duke Zemund. So she was the grandmother of Duke Zemund? Apparently. Alright, Nana it is. That's fine. Let us see here the tasks. Do we not need control anywhere in one of our own counties? No, it seems not. Okay, that is nice. Then you can work on managing the royal guards. Yeah, that gives us extra knight effectiveness over time, and it gives us a possible knight improved side effect. Alright, you promote culture, I would think. Promote the new culture there in Czaslav. Yeah, and you are converting faith, that's all good. Patronage. Ah, okay, yes. Then we're set. And we now control Villach. Okay, then Kelton. And you go fight them again. But I want you to... Oh, wait a moment. No, wait, I said. Wait. Why can't I... Yeah. Station besiegers. That's what I wanted. And then the rest can go here. Are these still... No, they are feudal. Okay. And here we are also over the supply limit, so maybe split in half and send them where? Here. And I have died. Emperor Ívar of the Rus has left this world at 53 years of age. He bled to death. Although quite famous for his sharp intellect, he could still not outsmart Chernobog. So I was poisoned, and that caused the bleeding, and because I'm a bleeder, it wouldn't stop, and I bled to death. Emperor Vseslav ascends to the throne. Merely 10 years old, he will need to rely on the council during his first years of rule. Yes, indeed. Alright. Once again, give me a minute to have a look at the council and sort things, and we'll continue. So here we are. Tsar Vseslav of the Rus, 10 years of age. And apparently they found it necessary to cut my hair. Not sure if I agree with that. But I guess now that I'm in charge of half the world, I need to look the part or something. So, the next 3 years are going to be interesting until I come of age and can come into full power and do what I want. But for now, yeah, we have the council to reckon with, and it's limited what we can do. But we're gonna make something great of our realm. Because we are diligent, for starters. And apparently the succession made the wars invalid, so I might as well disband our armies, send them home, and maybe that should fix our income problems. And of course we have factions now against us. Oh, that is gonna be fun. At least we have some loyalists, that is good. Duke Feodor of Vepsia wants the throne, and Sverker, these are like whatever claimants, but yeah, King Artyo has a better claim, but luckily he is my friend. But there are some people who want to put him on the throne, especially King Vladislav, who poisoned my father. He is the murderer of my father, and that we need to take revenge on, for sure. Yeah, he was like the uncle of my father, I guess. King Artyo of Caucasus. Yeah. Or brother. Was uncle, I guess. I've lost it. Anyway, independence faction, that's not too worrying, and the others also not really worrying. So I think we'll be good. Let's have a look at the court, because there's an event there. And we can declare wars. Yeah, that's nice. We can negotiate an alliance with Prince Lev. My older half-brother who didn't get the inheritance, but he is now officially my player heir. Because he's next in line. But he's a drunkard. Well, let's get an alliance with him so he doesn't do anything stupid against me. Yeah. And then let's go to court. See, there we are. Tsar Zeslav. And we have some events here. We can't hold court because we are a child. Okay. Why would you honor that rich Premislav with the position at court and not me? I didn't do nothing. I'm not in charge here. I mean, officially, kind of, I am, but not really. I'm a child, so other people are making decisions for me. So come off it. Or you do reserve... No, that costs me too much money. The Magnificence of Hashmaddin. In the past few days, neighboring Emir Hashmaddin has been visiting my court on his way to some holy site or something. He is Spy Master of Dailam. Okay. Since his arrival, he has been outshining me with his generosity towards my own courtiers, who have all been lapping up his gold with no dignity. I can't help but scoff when I see him surrounded by adoring courtiers for the umpteenth time. My courtiers. A purse for you, good Alexander. And some coins for you also, kind Reina. And for you, sweet Chaslav, sweet honey cakes. Remember, riches are meant to be shared. I can be even more generous. Why would I do that? I should take advantage of his silly generosity too. I should. I believe he has overstayed his welcome. He definitely has. Better him spending than me. I'm diligent, right? I am diligent. I think he has overstayed his welcome. We should just send him on his way. Yeah. Because, yeah, we are diligent and that's about it. We're going for stewardship, right? So I'm not really worried about intrigue challenges. No. Okay. Well, that's it. Nice chair. My glory is widely known. That's good. I'm honored by your request. We're glad to call you an ally. That's Prince Lev. And yeah, good. More factions, and we have a notable guest. We have 2 notable guests. Can you stop for a moment? Ordava. But she has lover's pox. That's not good. And she doesn't have high prowess, but she does. She is a brilliant strategist. Can we just dismiss her? Yeah. And there was another notable guest. On Kalimachi. Kalimachi? Yeah, he is good. 18 prowess. Sure. Join my court. Need to assign a guardian for my brother Satyamka, who is inbred. Oh, poor thing. What do you want? Intrigue. You're the intrigue person. Yeah, you should study language too. I wish I could assign myself to study language, but that is not possible apparently. In Baldur, Prince Raroslav. Yeah. Okay. Are there any other people to be educated? Malusha. Yeah, why are these girls becoming witches? That is no good. Budding attraction as I look upon a young partner walking by, sweaty with labor but a blush on her cheeks. I am entranced. What is this feeling? This longing? Girls are so fascinating. I realize I'm heterosexual. Well, probably just realize I'm attracted to girls, but yeah. Yeah, for some reason this changed to Emperor, so I use a mod to change this back to Tsar. I guess because we changed our court language to Czech or something. I'm not sure what triggered that. It's since the new culture hybridization, I think. Questionable concoction. Walking between audiences, I overhear my composed court physician Anton discussing his latest flight of fancy. It is supposedly the strongest potion in existence and comes only from the farthest reaches of the world. Or so say the merchants and alchemists I have spoken to. He pulls out a vial of pale yellow liquid, swirling it between my gorgeous curling noses. There is my aunt and food taster. And she's giving him a piece of her mind. Keep that away from the child. They say it grants vigor and long life and is favored by those who are going into battle, but only the strongest can handle this power. Only Rod can grant strength. That so isn't fit for a beast, let alone a man. I would all want to dismiss him. Okay. There we go. And a guardian for my brother Alexei, who is a bleeder. Bulgarian will do. And you want martial, even though you're a bleeder. That or intrigue. Maybe we should switch you to intrigue. Yeah, there is basically not much to do right now, right? Or because, yeah, we have a little bit of prestige, but we don't have claims. That's the problem. I can declare a holy war and then get all of the Catholics against me. Yeah, I don't think so. I do not think so. Maybe we should just fabricate a claim then. There are no claims to this title. Yeah, I think Visegrad. Okay, yeah. Convert faith. No. Fabricate claim. Okay. And I do think we have claims on this. They've become a little bit stronger. So if we would declare war, yeah, we could do that. But it costs too much prestige. So, we'll have to wait. Fervent feaster. Many months have passed since the lords and ladies of the realm gathered for a feast, my Tsar. Mayor Yamelian Brash continues. It would benefit you, not to mention those among us who appreciate a good feast, if this was remedied soon. I promised I will host a feast when I feel like. I promise that a feast will be hosted soon. Yes. We are now... Oh, we're still 10. Goodness, this really doesn't go fast. Let's host a feast. We have... Donya. Why? Okay, she'll probably be let go soon. Feast. I can't host a feast because I'm a child. What nonsense is this? I'm the Tsar. Let's hold a feast, okay? For my birthday or something. Meet peers. Okay, let's do that. 3 years, I lose stressed. Am I stressed? I'm not stressed. Maybe later. And I'm 11 now. See, we should have a feast. For my birthday. The puppy. I'm out playing with FOC when I hear it. It's a tiny sound, frail and scared. I look all over, under every stone, every corner, behind every bush, and finally I find it. A small puppy all alone sits between 2 stones. It's my puppy now. The dog. As I pet the dog on the head, he happily wags his tail. What name would suit him? Something historical? Something alluding to his white fur? It is an important decision, and as the dog rolls over to let me pet his stomach, I find myself distracted for a while. But wait, I know, I will name him... Wags. What a great name. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we could expand our armies, right? We can do 1 more regiment and we can expand these more. So we could even invest in these. But our income is pretty low. Quarter manages 35 gold per month. Come on. Yeah, okay. Let's do it that way. And missionary contract expiring, that's fine. Empty council position. We lost our steward and we need a guardian for her. We lost our steward. Well, apparently he's the best. But he's Lev. Well, he's the best. And you want Marshal. Marshal stewardship. Stewardship. So I'm studying stewardship too. And I don't have a guardian. Why did nobody tell me that? Yeah, but I'm not so sure about this Craven one. Does he even have any intelligence one thingy? No. Praxida does. This is pretty good. Yeah, we'll go with him. Count Pivce of Terabov. Alliance expired with Sofia. Ah. Okay. The wise old king. I'm studying the ancient records of kings of the past, and I come across a tale of a king who was so wise he managed to rule for a whole 100 years. Many kings in the records were strong or cunning, but they all seemed to die with sword in hand or knife in the back. I got to thinking, what could have been the key to that wise king's long life? He kept his health and never grew fat with greed, or his cheer meant all loved him. We already have diligent. I think we should go for gregarious. But gregarious is diplomacy. He kept his health and never grew fat with greed. Yeah. Maybe that's why he lived so long. He was watching his health. He wasn't too greedy, so people weren't jealous of him, envious of him. Maybe that makes sense. Yeah. He is under attack. Oh. That is interesting. Okay, so my vassals are doing the work for me. Great. Oh, guardian can be assigned. Somebody can be assigned a guardian in my court. Let's go by age. And then Ulita has a guardian. Vojislav has no guardian, and he's 6 years old. And Tundava? Yeah, she's taken care of. Okay, Vojislav. Northern Czechoslovakian. Let's have you study Rurikid. Maybe. Yeah, why not? And then you want a learning education. Baldur seems to be pretty good for that. Or my court physician. But he doesn't have the genius, so King Baldur it is. Goodness, we get a lot of lag here. We're getting raided. Ah, in Sweden. Oh, Norway has formed. Interesting. Yeah, I think the locals can take care of this. That's not really our concern. My kinswoman Thyri has come of age, but she hasn't been promised to anyone yet. My acquaintance Mellet Karjalainen. Oh, Karjalainen again. Although that's been a long time. Mellet is growing on my nerves. He prattles on and on, no matter the topic, and no matter how uninterested I tell him I am, it never ends. Oh, he's only 5 years old. I will teach him a lesson. Or next time we meet, I will be nice. No, I will teach him a lesson. As an, what, 11-year-old? 12-year-old now. That's probably what I would do here. I have concluded my task. Your task of promoting culture in Czeslaw. That is great. Okay. Let us... And what is here? 10 new court art... Yeah, okay. Never mind. Promote culture. So our culture is this light green one, right? Yeah, here, Korsuna Noshitsa. And then Home Guard, I guess. To finally be able to put Melot in his place is improving my mood considerably. I have taken to following him around, criticizing his every move as loudly as possible. It's all in good fun. Wags, the council meeting. As me and my councillors are gathering for a meeting, my dog Wags approaches me with begging eyes and a drooping tail. He does not like to be left alone, but this is an important meeting. He will join me. No, he will join me. Yeah. I'm sorry, Tsar Zeslav, says my steward. I have to disagree with what you just... Wags gives a guttural growl and Duke Vladislav jerks back, looking from the dog to me and back. On second thought, I think it's a great idea. Such a good boy, Wags. A secret exposed. Ah yes, I need to punish him. A secret truth has reached the light of day. My vassal King Vladislav has an incestuous relationship with his own niece. Vladislav and Bisera are lovers. I mean, what do you see in him apart from the fact that he is a king? He is ugly as sin. I do not understand. This crime cannot go unpunished. Guards! And they're both in prison. And they called their babe Rurik. It's an obscenity. That's what it is. I am lost for words, indeed. Now, this guy... Wait a moment here. I am now 12 years old. Okay. This guy, he's responsible for the death of my father. He's all kinds of bad news. He should not be king. Right? He should not be king. So, we're gonna revoke his title of Kingdom of Pomerania. Just so, yeah. And now you're a prince, you're unlanded. Yeah, and you're gone. Who has a Rügen now? Me, I have Rügen. Okay, great. And I actually have one more domain holding that I can have in my domain limit. That's nice, thank you. Can we improve this? We can't improve this. We probably want more money, first of all. Let's do that. More money. And can we construct a temple here? We can't, because Polavian. Okay. We need to change the culture there too. What can we do here in Chaslav? This will give us a little bit more tax. Control growth. This will give us more tax too. Yeah. And so will this. And this also gives the cavalry a boost. So let's go for this one. Nice. What else do we have here? Yeah. Alright. What are you doing? Managing royal guards. Okay, nice. Although that might be the problem, we need control. Can't construct because we need bergs. We could upgrade this. Or can we upgrade this? No, we already did. This will give us a little bit more tax as well. This is not our holding, although we could make it ours. Yeah, this needs control. This will give us a bit of tax and defense. Infantry, this one, yes. Guasuna. This one, Jitomir. tax as well. And Sviahel. This one. Yep. And finally Chernobyl. Nice. Good. We have some building projects going on. To the implacable Vyacheslav, I have proud to documents both ancient and of less certain provenance. I finally have enough material to make the case that you are the rightful lord of the county of Graz. All that is missing is one little bribe. See it done. And my uncle attacks. Bjarmaland, okay. Yeah. And let's get her to Grunge then, I guess. Alright, so that was an interesting episode. We are now 12 years of age. Let's see in the next episode if we can make it to adulthood. Hope you check back then again.